Chris Scouser here with
Matt Howell.
on this episode. Oh, it's your week. That's right.
It is my week.
I cannot tell you the amount of work I put into something for the opening. But that's fine. You know what? I'll save it from when we talk about the movie. So that's fine. I'm good.
All right. Well, you can do the opening if you want, and then I can still edit the show.
No, I don't know why. I know it's your week. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think what it is, I had an idea and I got all excited about it. So,
fair enough.
But that's fine.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, it sounds like we have something really to look forward to this week on the first run. We're going to talk about Over Your Dead Body with the always lovely Samara Weaving, as well as Jason Segel. A black comedy about two lovers who are tired of each other and want to kill each other. And they go to the woods to do that. And then we're going to have our physical media picks of the week. And I am all aflutter with what Chris's idea is. I don't know what it is, guys. So you're going to find out when I do.
Now, see...
I'm building it up too much?
Yeah, exactly right. So here, okay. I'll read what my opening was, and then you'll see what it was, and you'll be like, oh, that was not worth it at all.
Okay, fair enough.
So this week in the first round, Matt and I discuss Jorma Taccone's Over Your Dead Body. After the hilarity but poor box office performance of Popstar and the failed attempt to revitalize MacGruber as a series on Peacock, the director returns to the chair with the adaptation of the Norwegian, not to be confused with those crazy Swedes.
You really want to save those crazy Swedes, huh? Norwegians.
With an adaptation of that film, The Trip. So let's talk about how dark this comedy is. That's basically it. And then I also had this one for some reason.
Norwegians.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. All right. Yeah, not bad. You know, I really like MacGruber. I think that is a film that was unfairly maligned.
But did you watch the revival?
I didn't realize there was a revival. I didn't realize there was one. Yeah.
I think Peacock now has more subscribers than ever.
Yeah.
But I think blew like $400 million last year or something like that.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's too bad. My favorite line of MacGruber. You tell me what you want me to suck and I will suck it.
I enjoyed the film as well, but I as well have not seen the show. So, and clearly nobody else did because it didn't really go anywhere.
All right. Well, I'll have to check it out. All right. Well, give us a little bit of the latest. Okay. Please.
Norwegians.
Hey. Hey. How is it?
Oh, yeah, it's good. It's really good.
Great. I picked these cuts out specifically. And those peppercorns, you can't get them on the East Coast. I had to order them 2 weeks in advance. From Ohio.
You ordered rare peppercorns from Ohio?
I did. I wanted this meal to be really special.
Why?
There's no why. I just wanted to cook you your favorite food, give you a really nice experience.
Steak's not my favorite food.
It isn't?
Nope.
Matt, what is your wife's favorite food? Do you know?
My wife's favorite food?
Yeah, to put you on the spot.
Yeah, seriously. I think there's some contenders. I think pizza is up there. Pasta, she enjoys pasta quite a bit as well. I think those are probably the two contenders.
We should do what I say, though. She's pretty much anything that I make is her favorite. So.
Oh, how adorable. Adorable.
Jorma Taccone is back, Matt, after Popstar. I think underrated. Very, very funny movie.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, is a film that converted me to Sandberg and his crew, because I was not the biggest fan of his. I haven't seen Hot Rod, though, so I probably need to remedy that as well. Are you a hot dog fan?
I am a hot dog fan and a hot rod fan.
Is it Hot Rod?
Hot Rod, yeah.
Hot Dog is that 80s ski movie.
Yes, that is an 80s ski movie, yes. But Hot Rod's good, too. It's got Danny Boyle in it as well, so very early, and Bill Hader.
You mean Danny McBride?
Danny McBride, yeah, sorry.
Oh,
Boyle.
See, look at it now.
Yeah, see, you got me all screwed up there, champ. Look what you did to me.
Over Your Dead Body. So as Matt said in the opening, Dan and Lisa Burton, Jason and Samara they're on the rocks, Matt. They're really struggling in their marriage. So they go away for the weekend to their cabin, to his father's cabin, to try and rekindle their relationship when really they're both plotting to kill each other and then take the insurance money. But they run afoul of a group of escaped convicts and the prison guard, played by Juliette Lewis, who helped boost them. Timothy Olyphant is one of those prisoners, as well as what's the other guy's name? What's his name?
I don't know.
God damn it, Matt. The other guy. Henry, right? Is the guy who was playing it Jack? No, Henry was the... Anyway, I'm glad you're weak to edit. 2 convicts, and they're hiding out in the cabin from the Popo there, right?
Yeah. Why would you, if you didn't know who it was, why would you answer the question? Why would you pose the question if you didn't know who it was?
Because I thought I had it, but I don't. And it's Todd, right? That's the guy's name is Todd. Yeah. It's Todd.
Yeah. Todd.
His name is Todd.
Okay.
The other inmate, the escaped inmate.
Right.
TODD. Todd.
Anyway.
Keith Jardine actually gets higher. He seems to be higher on the rankings here. He's a mixed martial artist. I had no idea who he was, to be honest with you, though I probably could have guessed that.
All right. Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Over Your Dead Body. That's what we're talking about.
Matt struggles. Well, it's not really a horror comedy, right? It's more a traditional.
It's more of a black comedy, I would say. I wouldn't say this is a horror comedy.
No. I'm saying that because I know that's one of your least favorite genres. Not as much as like musical biopics, which is you avoid like the plague if you can.
Yes.
But with this one, it's tough to balance the tone on those. And I have to say, I think Roma has problems balancing the tone on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, overall, I think I walked out of this slightly disappointed. Though I will say I laughed out loud at least 10 times.
Okay.
Which is solid.
Yeah.
That's a solid number.
That is.
Though I was in a theater of probably about 10 other people, the only person laughing most of the time. I don't know what that means about me. I do have an appointment with my therapist tomorrow, so maybe I'll bring it up then. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts, Matt, about Over Your Dead Body?
Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of the people in this film, right? I think there's, as Chris said, there's some really funny moments in this. I think it's the kind of seething, can't stand each other. I think it's played very well between Jason Segel and Samara Weaving. Mm-hmm. And I think, I really bought it that they were 2 people that just absolutely couldn't stand each other. So I kudos to them for that. And there are a lot of really funny moments in this, but you're right. I think overall, the least successful of these kind of, even though it's not really the Lonely Island of these Lonely Island films, I really wanted to like it more than I did, but I think it's fine, right? I mean, unfortunately, I don't think this is going to be, I don't know if it's going to get any cult legs or anything like that, like some of his other films have, but I think this is going to be kind of one of those outlier things, a swing and a miss, or a bunt, maybe.
Yeah, I'm never going to watch it again, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. And it's also, oddly, I think, like a step down for me for Segel after watching Shrinking, which is a show. Have you watched Shrinking yet on the Apple TVs?
I haven't, no.
It's excellent, except the show has kind of one truly outrageous flaw in it. It's this feel-good kind of comedy drama about some therapists, and Segel plays, he's the lead, and his wife passes away, and he's dealing with the trauma of that while raising a daughter, and he's with this partnership, and it's the best work Harrison Ford's done in probably 15, 20 years.
Right.
I mean, it's really that good, but the big flaw for me is that everybody in the show basically is loaded. Like, they have a ton of money, their lives are actually pretty comfortable. And if they're not, their people in their orbit are able to be taken care of because all these people have a ton of money and they don't really have to worry about anything in life.
Right.
So, but outside of that, it's very sweet. It's very funny. I enjoy the show immensely. And again, it's worth watching for Harrison Ford alone. And Segal's very good in it. But here, I guess I'd probably lay my criticism mostly at the feet of Taccone. Tonally, we're just not very successful. And it's just really hard to do, I think, with these kind of comedies because it's hyper violent at times and gory, which I appreciated, but it's hard to feel any real kind of stakes for anybody because of that. And I think the film really works when it's focused on the 2 of them going back and forth at each other. But once you're introduced the dynamic of the escaped convicts, which for me just served to push our 2 stars into reconciling and fixing their relationship, and acts as a cover to explain all the madness and violence and murder that happens throughout the 90 plus minutes, right? So it's kind of my problem with it. It feels a little cliched at time and not very original. Granted, it's an adaptation of another film,
Right.
But it still falls into some of those kind of just structural story cliches that I just couldn't really get past.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just a sloppily orchestrated relationship redemption arc film. It has an interesting structure in it where we go back and forth with flashbacks where we get to show the motivations as well as the physical geography of how people kind of come to be where they are and why, which is played for some pretty good laughs, but it's still just, as a film, it's too heavy-handed and too obvious for me from the jump. It is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even then, one of the characters who is not a great guy does die by accident,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of played off. I don't know. I just don't think that out of everybody who loses it, as well, no, there's two people, I guess, who die who don't really deserve their fates. But everybody else, yeah, I don't know, Matt. What do you think?
No, I mean, I can't disagree with anything you've said. I mean, you've kind of gone with it for a while. I think, any kind of time you're blending genres, especially with one of those genres being blended with his comedy, it has to be razor sharp, right? You have to be really on top of your game. And if you're not, while you're creating these things, it's just, it's going to be less than the sum of its parts, right? So I unfortunately just don't think they were up to the task. I mean, I'm trying to rack my brain of like, what is a good black comedy? I mean, remember Very Bad Things with like Christian Slater in it, like in the 90s. I remember that was at least popular amongst people.
I think Black Santa, Jesus Christ, Bad Santa.
Yeah.
I think that would qualify, right? As a dark,
Right.
as a black comedy. Does black comedy have like specific? I always thought just really dark senses of humor. Is there any kind of other
I don't know.
criteria and related
Let's
to
see.
black comedy?
Let's see what the internets have to say. Let's see when I type this in, what Google AI has to say about it.
Here's the thing. I think Google's a little racist. So
Well, this is DuckDuckGo. Actually, is what I use.
All right, well, I'm on Google and
Okay.
I type in black comedies.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So am I going to get some black, like African American comedies on this? Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But the category is popular dark comedy movies. The first one is Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking. Now, I don't think that's a dark comedy.
Sure.
White Chicks, that's not a dark comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Friday, I don't Do the Right Thing. Diary of
Yeah.
a Mad Black Woman.
Okay.
Those are not dark.
I mean, I see I see what the theme is there. I mean, Google AI is. So this is what DuckDuckGo
That is some racist shit, man.
had to say. It says, black comedy, also known as dark humor, is a style of comedy that makes light of serious or taboo subjects, often provoking discomfort and amusement. It typically addresses topics like death, tragedy, and social issues, aiming to satirize and challenge societal norms, right?
Oh, all right. Well, then maybe Don't Be a Menace and White Chicks would classify under that.
Maybe,
definition.
but it doesn't seem like mean-spirited enough. Like, Observe and Report is like a black comedy to me, even though it was terrible.
Well, that's in the
date
rape
rape
scene
scene?
that's
Yeah.
played for laughs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The grape scene, I guess we're supposed to say, to get past YouTube's censors.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, no, it's again, wow. All right, yeah, okay. Action dark comedies. I don't consider Black Dynamite to be a dark comedy.
No, it's a spoof. It's a satire. Is what that is.
So that's exactly what Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking.
That's a spoof as well. Yeah, it's a spoof.
What is going on, Google? Sweet Pete, man. The Art of Self-Defense. That was a good black comedy, I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I like that one. Of course, that guy met a horrible end. Drop Dead Gorgeous.
Yeah, that would be one. I would say that's one.
Sit here just reading off movies off of Google's all night. So, yeah, all right. Sorry, I feel like I interrupted you halfway because I was just marveling at the
at what it brought back. What
Google
brought
did.
back.
Yeah, I cannot. Coming to America is not a dark comedy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What is going on?
Well, let's see. So according to Rotten Tomatoes here, let's see what the very top one is. I see it's got a thumbnail of In Bruges.
Yeah.
Something called Kind Hearts and Coronets from 1949. I have no idea what that is.
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Parasite is number 5. Dr. Strangelove, Brazil.
Ooh, the menu. I think that would qualify.
Yeah, I think that would qualify. Death of Stalin.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, so I don't know where I was going with it yet. Oh, Heathers. That's a good one. That's a dark comedy. So I'm not sure where I was going. That we've completely derailed my train of thought, but I think at the end of the day, I think it's just not successful, right? He doesn't really just pull the different threads together. It's not really funny enough. It's maybe a little too disturbing to really be funny. It seems a little, the mean-spirited parts of it don't really seem to work. So, yeah, I mean, I think for me, weakest entry in his filmography, and I would give it a C+, Chris.
Oh, yeah, I'm sitting at a C, but there's one other thing I need to talk about this film.
Okay.
I'm officially signaling the woke siren.
Oh,
just your heads up. There is a gag in this film that I think we seriously need to retire at this point, and that is the prison assault jokes.
okay.
And we got to be careful, like we talk about with YouTube's algorithm. But there is a scene basically where Siegel's character is going to be graped by Todd if they don't reveal. There's a whole game that they play in prison, and if they don't reveal where all the money is, so they can get a payout and then ditch, that he's going to grape him. And it's just something that needs to stop. All right, it's not funny, and I don't think Jorma pulls it off in any capacity. The film is dark at times, but never when it kind of comes to the suffering of a character, there's always a tinge of humor to each of the deaths or violent interactions. But there isn't here, because prison assault isn't funny. Maybe if I was 13, 40 plus years ago, I would laugh at that. But I don't know. That gag that went out years ago. All right, I think it's time to move on from that kind of humor. That's all. So that's your woke siren alert for this episode.
I'm so glad that you have come up with the woke siren. I look forward to it being deployed judiciously.
Do you recognize it?
I do. It's the Enterprise.
Yeah, it's the red alerts. Yep.
Yeah.
I have a whole CD now, of course, on my Apple Music here, my iTunes, of all the different sound effects from the TV show.
Nice.
So if you want one at some point, you let me know.
All right, fair enough. I've got my text tones are the boatswain, the like whistle. That's my text tone. Except for my wife, it is the door chime of trying to come in the next generation.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't have any of those. I have a song for when my wife calls me, but my text is the I'm here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Nice. There you go.
So what else I do have? One of the worst impulse buys possibly my entire life is the Bluetooth Star Trek communicator.
Oh, okay. Wow.
It actually works.
Okay.
It flips up, makes all the sounds, has the little dial in the center that kind of moves around. You can control stuff with it, and it plays audio clips from the show as well, and is a legit Bluetooth, so I can actually use it to answer calls and stuff.
Wow. I mean, that sounds like the best kind of impulse buy. I don't know what you're talking about. That sounds awesome.
But when am I going to use it?
Doesn't matter.
I never use it.
Doesn't matter. You could use it if you wanted to.
I could.
You could connect it to your work computer, and that's how you could answer calls that come through.
It is really cool. Yeah. All right, fine.
Fair enough.
I'm giving it a C. Matt's giving it a C+. If you had a chance to see Over Your Dead Body, currently in theaters, shoot us an email at feedback@thefirstrun.com. Matt, you want to spend a few minutes talking about what's coming up on physical media this upcoming Tuesday, May 5th? Would you mind? Do you have a minute?
Do I? I would love to.
All right, cool.
My dear child, may I call you Maria?
Of course. You can call me as you like, Father. I'm all yours.
Maria, if you answer my questions nicely, I will give you what you want.
You know my desires.
I know your needs. Allow me. Come a little closer, my son. Science requires sacrifice. Are you ready to make one?
I suppose so.
Good boy. What are you doing? 2 drops of blood, a meager contribution to science. I'll buy you a lentil soup, you'll feel like a new man. Thank you.
Matt, would you consider Sister Act to be a dark comedy? How about The Nutty Professor?
No comment.
Google. Okay. Physical media upcoming Tuesday, May 5th. First up, you just heard a clip from Luc Besson's Dracula. Christoph Waltz stars in that one as well as Van Helsing. I may watch it if it's streaming, but I don't have a lot of hope for that bad bear. So, number 5.
Number 5?
Emerald Fennell's take on Wuthering Heights is being released. Matt, we did not do this for the show.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it would be nice to Matt. It includes a commentary by Fennell and a couple making of featurettes. I like that it has an in-depth look at Fennell, how she built the world and how it feels alive, where design, sound, and performance fuse into one hypnotic vision of love, madness, and creation. The making of a living, breathing fever dream. And it's a robust 12 minutes. That write-up would make me think it would be something much more expansive.
Right.
4. Disney classic Alice in Wonderland, the original animated film, is being released in 4K. You get a 2-disc, which is 4K and a Blu-ray, Dolby Vision HDR presentation of the film, backstage at Disney. It's kind of making of the film, the 54 introduction, the 64 introduction, 3 deleted scenes, and more. And I'm coming up next, Matt, is a film I have never seen, though I am keen to watch it.
Get 3 coffins ready. Huh?
That's too loud. I got to bring that down a bit. There we go. G.I. Samurai, Matt. Have you ever heard of G.I. Samurai?
I have not.
Sonny Chiba heads the cast in a rip-roaring time-slip action blockbuster in which guns, tanks, and helicopters come up against katana-wielding warriors on horseback. It's basically like the Final Countdown, where Sonny's group gets transported back in time to feudal Japan and they have to fight.
Okay, nice.
It includes a high-definition transfer. This is just a Blu-ray release, folks. 2 optional viewing modes via seamless branching, which is the original Japanese version, or the uncut English language version called Title Slip. Excuse me, it's called Time Slip, with lossless English audio. Audio commentary by Sam Degon and Tom Mez, and some other featurettes on the making of that one. Numero dos.
Oh, you two lovebirds take it easy, okay?
Magnolia is putting out NWR, that is Nicholas Winding Refn's The Pusher Trilogy in 4K. You get all 3 films in one set. I pre-ordered this from Target like 2 months ago because it was like $17.99 and I had like a $5 gift card. So I'm like, I'm going to jump on that. So you can pick up The Pusher Trilogy. And then your number 1?
There can be only one.
Great Turning is putting out Kurosawa's classic film Stray Dog in 4K. A brand new 4K restoration of that. Audio commentary and then a short documentary on the making of the film as well. I have Stray Dog on Blu-ray. I'll have to see how good this new transfer is. Some other releases in 4K, Matt. The original Blue Thunder. Remember Blue Thunder? Roy Schneider? Super helicopter stuff?
Uh-huh, yeah.
There's also going to be a release on Blu-ray of the complete season. There was a TV show of Blue Thunder. It only ran for 1 season, though, while Airwolf, was a much bigger hit.
Mm-hmm.
But you get this is from Arrow, 4K restoration from the original camera negative on that. And archival audio commentary featuring director John Badham. Brand new interviews included as well. Scream Factory is putting out The Terror Within and The Terror Within 2 in a 4K twin pack. And then, Matt, just for you, Gilmore Girls, the complete series, I should say, on Blu-ray. You ever watch Gilmore Girls?
No, I haven't.
Mrs. First One went on a run on that a while back, and I watched it with her. It's cute. I enjoyed it.
All right.
And then finally, Welcome to Derry, the HBO series, is getting a 4K release as well as a steelbook version as well. Matt, I think a show that you and I both in the end enjoyed just because of how mean it was at times.
Yeah.
But narratively, maybe not that successful as a story. But
yeah, I agree. It was okay.
The prequel is supposed to be set, obviously, further in the past.
Yeah, right.
But I think it's about some bank robbers or something happen. They run afoul of Pennywise or something.
Yeah, I think it's like another cycle or whatever. Like in the beginning of that thing, they show you different cycles and stuff. So yeah.
So I'll have to see how that goes, Matt. All right, well that's it, folks, for your physical media releases for May 5th that you should look into. Matt, what's coming up next week on the big show?
We are checking out a horror movie starring Adam Scott called Hokum.
I am very excited about this. This was to be a great month, actually, Matt, for horror films. There's a lot of good stuff coming up here, so the next few weeks. So I'm looking forward to it. In the meantime, you can check us out at thefirstrun.com. You can find archives of all the old shows. There's a little player there. You just hit play and it'll start cycling through them. The report card is there and more. Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Blue Sky. Do a search for The First Run. Scroll. Eventually you'll find us. Matt and I are both as well on Letterboxd. I think I'm under, Chris Scalzo, or just search for The First Run. Matt, what's your handle again? You think I'd know by now. Is Thurston something?
Yeah, it's just Thurston. Yeah.
So there
or
you go.
Can search my name.
Good times.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be that for this week. So we're going to go ahead and take an extended break. Love you all very much. Please take care of yourselves. And we'll see you soon. Hopefully we won't have the woke alarm anytime soon. The woke siren. Take care.
Norwegians,